gentlemen, with your permission, I'd like to introduce my daughter, Liv. Baby, let's cruise. No way from here. Don't be confused. No way is clear. And if you Good morning, everybody. Together. This is not a one-night stand, baby. Yes, so let the music take your mind. Just release and you will find you're gonna fly away. And you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is played for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. Baby, tonight. Hey, RX, send me your address. I've got a hat for you. I saved that hat for you, bro. So send me your address. Big Rye. I'll send that off to you. Good morning. Is there a new shy? We have to give donuts? Here we go. This will go to Shy. Get a donut for him. Love and we're grooving together. Let's cruise. I didn't know Gwyneth Paltrow had this good a voice. That's pretty good. Got it forever. Dedicate you mine. This is Herbie and Brandon. You will find way, my way. That's a pretty Jackie Cat. That's a beautiful Jackie Cat. Loving and we're grooving together. Way, my way. Who wants to see some pictures this morning? You've seen a lot of them, but can I scroll through some of these pictures? Can I scroll some of these pictures with y'all? Where does the poop go? Oh, really? If someone's backed up and I'm gonna scroll through a couple of pictures. Let me find another background song. What song should I play? What song do you guys want me to play? That won't get us in trouble. Should I just do our tea music? I'll just do our tea music in the background. No, let's have Smokey sing it this time. We'll have Smokey sing it this time. That's Big Al. Big Al had all the gear. Full on official fisherman right there. That's Big Al heading down to the dock. Great guy. He created this little tent off to the side, a little party tent. Got it together. Zach, that's a good song. That would be the bride to be. And here we call her Penny Pack. At the party we call her Michelle. Michelle is so sweet and so kind. She brought her husband Ted with her. These flowers she brought with her to give to Kim because Kim had just recently been engaged. So this is Penny Pack giving flowers to Kim. It was so sweet when she showed up with the flowers. Hags, they were absolutely beautiful people. I loved Ted. There's a story behind that. I'm going to tell you guys in a minute. Remind me to tell you the Ted story. Okay? Oh, what a crew. So this is Bridgie. This is Bridgie's son. Great guy. Bridgie brought his son. And then we got Free. He's out there freeing the Ancient One. Great guys. You'll see tables down here filled with fishing poles. $200, $300, $400 worth of fishing poles lined up here. Free, take one. Take it home. All brought to us by Sharon Sparks and her beautiful husband, Ronnie. I liked Ronnie a lot. Ronnie looked like he didn't belong there. You would never see Ronnie walking down the street and say, I'll see that guy at a mush fest. And yet, boop, he completely belonged at the mush fest. He was as sweet and kind and good as they come. Yep, Mike, she brought all of these rods, and I don't know about anybody else, but I took mine home. I took this beautiful orange rod home, right? Well, now what's this? This is Chris taking a picture of Chris. Censored citizen scientist, Chris, with his gorgeous wife, Ellen. The picture of a Southern gal. She's everything Southern gal you could have. All right, good spade player, too. And we got Brocky down there. This was a little gazebo down at the end of the dock. And I'm up here on a balcony taking a picture of Chris taking a picture. Can I get some more likes, please? I'm not going to move the picture. I'm not going to show you another picture until I see 15 more likes. 15 more likes. We're at 29. Once we get up to 44, I'll go ahead and show you another picture. Okay, we're 36. We're doing good. I feel bad that I have to bribe you, but I'm doing it anyways. I'll bribe you. I'll bribe you if that's what it takes. I want the world to see these pictures. We're at 39. Give me 5 more and I'll show you some more pictures. That's so rotten, Pops. 41. 41. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're super duper close. 48. Okay. Boop. Next picture. Now, do you guys want me to name heads? Do you guys want me to give me 5 people and say, Pops, who are they? Or do you already know? And I'm boring you with naming heads. Huh? Should I be naming heads? Name heads, Nerdy said. That's 1. Yes, we know, but. Sharon. Name them. Who dat? Who dat? So it freaked me out when I got there to see Sandy, big Sandy with purple hair. Sandy had purple hair. long, flowing, gorgeous locks, but they were purple. Deep down inside, at first Pops went to the old Pops, the old one that says, "What the hell's wrong with these kids?" And about 5 minutes later, I'm like, "That is the coolest hair I've ever seen. I'd like to turn mine blue, please." Okay? I swear. I never told him that the whole time we were there, but I was like, you know what? If you could do purple, I'm going blue. So stand by. Stand by, you guys. Pops may show up with blue hair. Okay? This is Mom's Munchies, Carlotta, Bridgie, Free. This guy right here deserves a honorable mention. That's Corey Brennan. Kind, sweet, wonderful, smart, patient. I could go on and then ripped, like in amazing shape. He said he always wasn't like that, but he's been getting like that. Look at him. He looks 25 years old, 23 tops. He's 67 years old. 67. Standing next to a 65-year-old man. Okay? Then we got Lovebirds. And then we got Brandon. Okay, he's not 67. He's 37 years old. He looks like a little baby. And well, if I can find some more pictures, Corey brought a load of weed. I'm talking, well, kind of nothing compared to Bridgie. We'll talk about that. Bridgie brought a pillowcase. Bridgie decided to bring a pillowcase, and inside the pillowcase was the size of a regular pillow. I thought, oh, Bridgie's bringing his regular pillow with him because, he wants to be comfortable. No, it was filled with herbals. Did Bridgie leave with any of it? No, he left the whole pillowcase there. And I don't think anybody didn't leave with minimum an ounce. Paige is Corey single. Oh, goodness. Here they are. It was just a beautiful picture. What's this? This is Sandy. This is Sandy with the purple. Who am I looking at? I think I'm looking at Kim. Oh, they're doing tea. This is Friday morning. They're holding tea for you guys. Oh, by the way, we did send out all of the winners' packages, so those are all on their way. This is Mike. This is Herbie. There's Tad in the background. There's Censored Citizen Scientist. Let me show you a couple more pictures. This is a beautiful group right here. This is Terry Newman. Terry Newman looks so good. He's pumped up from the last time I saw him. He was ripped and showing it. This is his beautiful wife, Brooke. We just enjoy them so much. Just a gorgeous pair and as sweet as can be. This is Streety right here. Streety, you don't know it, but I have about 4 girlfriends that they want to see more pictures of Streety. I don't know why, Streety. Maybe it's because you look like Magic Mike. One of them said, "Do you dance like Magic Mike?" I started laughing. This is our Ginger. Does this girl have a smile? She never once, if I wasn't there, I never once saw her stop smiling. This girl here is the picture and the goodness. She is sweetness personified. Okay? Who else is in these pictures? This would be Terry and Brooke, and this is Ginger, and this is Streety, and this is Herbie, and that's Daddy. Now this guy right here, interesting story, Lewis, great story. I'm going to tell it very quickly. Lewis is my age, maybe a couple years older than Pops. I think he's about 67, 68. Okay? Magic Mike, are you referring to MVP? I could be. This guy right here, he's wearing this jean jacket. Unfortunately, I don't know if I got a picture of it. The back of the jacket is this illustrated art piece, like painted on the back of his jacket of a mushroom. Kind of a 90s looking psychedelic mushroom. He got this jacket in 1993 at a conference, when he went there, a symposium that he went there was a class of 30 people being taught by Paul Stamets himself. He hung out and was taught personally in 1993. Paul Stamets had a symposium on his property. You could stay there. He pitched a tent on Stamets' property and lived there for 2 or 3 days while there was a whole symposium going on there about mushrooms. In 1993, this guy has been in the game. And I can tell you that he had a real good time because I found him walking around in the woods twice. I'm like, where's Lewis? Lewis brought this brand new, absolutely beautiful cooler. We had to take it home because Lewis forgot it. I think Lewis thought he was in 1993 again. But I found him twice wandering in the woods. Where's Lewis? I have to go find him. The last time I told him I'm putting a GPS tracker on you, bro. Okay? He was on a walkabout, Streety. But I don't think he even knew he was in the woods. Okay? You guys know what I'm talking about because he spent a little bit of time in front of the toast counter. Next, Lewis was a great guy. That man right there, there's the weed meister. Okay? This guy right here, that's Bridgie. I'm telling you, thank you, Bridgie. From the bottom of my ounce. Thank you. From the bottom of my... Wait for it. Hold on. This is a little bit of, Pops took some home. Oh yeah. They made me, oh yeah. That was just Pops's. Imagine 50 people at a party that are all taking this much home. Imagine 50 people at a party that are taking this much stuff home. I wonder how much there was. Most of it was provided by Bridgie and Corey Brennan. Corey Brennan, we can't forget his contribution. Sparky, too. Sparky brought some amazing weed. So we all did a smoke-off. And Sparky may have brought the best weed there. I still have a couple of her buds. I'm saving them for a JCBB. Another picture. Look at that group. I'm going to read the group. Here we go. You guys ready for this one? There's that Corey Brennan. I'm telling you, man, he's 67 years old. Okay? Somebody tell me that this guy looks 37 to you. Somebody tell me he looks 37 to you. And I'm going to tell you that your eyes need glasses. There wasn't one person there that thought this guy was over 25. I almost carded him. Okay? Right, Ginge? He looked 25. You want another youngster? Right? When he first got here, everybody was like, wait, can we even bring him to the party? This guy, this beautiful fella. Well, Pops got to know him, an 8-hour drive down and an 8-hour drive back because that's Tad's son. That's Tad's son, Caden. Tad brought Caden. When we first got there, people were like, wait a minute. We can't allow a 14-year-old that has put a fake mustache on. We can't allow a 14-year-old with a fake mustache to be hanging out here with us. It just won't do. So Ginger found out for sure that it wasn't a fake mustache. And he's 21. Calm down. He was fine. Brilliant kid. Super duper smart. And just as nice as wasn't the interaction between the two of them just such a dad and son, but closer to just being pals, real friends, right? So this right here, that's Penny Pack. And this right here is her lovely, handsome, studly husband, Ted. Okay? You guys, I'm still back to the fake mustache, right? Come on, man. Come on, Caden. So I'm going to tell, who wants a story about Ted? I'm going to tell it anyways. Penny may not like it. Penny kept coming to me. She goes, this is so great. I can't believe Ted is here. I'm so happy that Ted is here. Ted, Ted, Ted. She absolutely loves her man. Loves her man. And he really likes her. You can tell. Super gentleman with his wife. Here's the funniest story. Not funny. It's not funny. Listen. Anybody have anxiety? Wait a minute. Does anybody have anxiety? Good morning, everybody. Anybody have OCD issues that they've been working through in their life? Anybody, we all have stuff that we deal with. This is the first place. This is the first, Anthony, slightly. This is anxiety can be a real thing, right? And we work through it. I got to tell this story. I just got to tell this story because it touches my soul. Penny's, she is so excited that her hubby Ted is there. Well, the last Mushfest she came alone, and this time she brought Ted. Well, I'll also just happen to mention to you guys that in a lot of cases, people that came single last time were able to convince their significant other to come this time, which was fascinating because you think about it. It was like they must have talked about it and made them think that it was really quite something. That's right, Penny's son too. But just think about what it took to convince your significant other to come. I like what Hank just said. My anxiety has anxiety. So here, quick. Like there were just a lot of couples there. It was so sweet. But so Ted, back to Ted. She says to me, you know what, Pops? This is the first time Ted's gone anywhere and done anything like this in over 10 years. Don't make me cry. Over 10 years. He has major anxiety issues about security. The guy, I used to date a girl like this. You'd get to the end of the block and you'd have to turn around and go back and check all the locks in the house again. Worse. It was like you're going to go out to the car to get something out of the car. You got to lock the front door. You come back in, you're at the front porch. I've been out of the house for 7 seconds, right? And everything's got to be locked and everything. And then I got to go around and check all my windows and I got to check the door again. And I might have a security piece in every room of the house. And just a little bit OCD about security. Oh, we can't possibly leave the place for 3 or 4 days without I get it. I don't have that one. I dated someone that had that one, and it actually drove me away. Penny's like, it drives me crazy. I love him. Depends when you live with somebody that doesn't have that issue, it's tough. I'm not speaking out about Ted in a bad way. I'm telling you, I think Ted got the cure. Ted said he took the cure. Ted told me personally off to the side. That's what it took. You didn't even need to take a mushroom. You didn't even need to take a mushroom at Mushfest to grow. That's my buddy Ted. So that's Ted right there. That's Tad. That's the amazing Corey. This right here is a really good son. I'm proud of him in so darn many ways. I'm proud of this guy. You guys know what it takes for Brock to do what Brock does. This is Free. This beautiful man. This is Censored Citizen Scientist. I can't stop talking about him when I get started, so I won't get started yet. Okay? This Bridgie. This Penny. This is Ellen. These two go together like peanut butter and jelly. And I swear, for a while there, I was, are you sure you're not brother and sister? Okay? Then you got this right here. This is Matt Leonard. Matt Leonard had a really good time, I think. And this is the gorgeous Jackie Cat. Herbie Von Werby Kebab. And big old, strong old Sandy with gorgeous Carlotta. I'm saving the best for last. Larry Tedford. Larry Tedford. Look at this guy's smile. Larry never stopped looking just like that. Larry is like a walking bearded smile of sweetness. He's our 72-year-old fella that showed up there. I mean, he did it all himself. Airplaned in, rent a car, got his own motel room, did his own. This guy is beyond self-sufficient. We spent a couple hours talking about he is in his mycology now. He's doing Uncle Ben's tech. I'm dying there. This guy's doing Uncle Ben's tech. Okay? Completely handling it. He wants to grow his own mushrooms. Why? Because Pops. Because Pops, it really helps me. I have a problem with my knee. Oops. I have a little bit of problem with my knee. And it really helps me. So we did a test with him. We're like, okay, we're going to try this. You guys have heard of these. Larry, take one of these. This is our spawn capsule. We spent time explaining how it all works and this and that. Spawn versus fruit. Larry, see if the spawn capsule helps you. 2 hours later. 2 hours later, what's Larry telling Pops and Brock? I can't believe it, man. My knee feels just fine. Now, I'm not taking it as a pain medicine, but I can tell you right now, I can't even concentrate. My knee just feels fine. Knee from Spawn Cap. Take it for what it's worth. But it's literally a testimonial from him on site. There's a cute group. So I'm snug, I'm half asleep. The old guy here, I'm half asleep and on the couch, and Carlotta comes, no, it was Sandman. Sandman comes over and he shakes me a little bit. He pops, wake up. And he drops a shirt on my chest, one of these t-shirts. And I look up and I see he's wearing one. It says, let's start a cult. Kool-Aid, right? He's wearing it. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I sit up, I'm looking at my shirt, and then I turn around and I look behind me, and there's 7 more people all standing around wearing the cult shirt. I absolutely lost my stuff. The whole like I thought they woke me up, and they're all sitting around with their cult shirts on. Oh my God, I absolutely died. Okay. Hey, you had to be there. But to turn around, like you think, oh, I'm the only one in the house, I'm just waking up a little bit. You turn around and the house is filled with these guys. Everybody wearing one. So out of line, I'm going to be wearing my shirt forever. This is Carlotta, that's Pops, that's Sandy. This is one of my best friends. I love this man to death. This is Afro Kimchi James. I love James. He's such a nice, sweet, good man. I just feel comfortable in his presence. He brought his wife. His wife is, come on, man. Give me 10 people that said his wife is the bomb. Matter of fact, we like your wife more than you, James. Okay? No. His wife, Nicole, I'm not sure if I have a picture. His wife is so cute, so sweet, fun. She is more fun than him. He sits back. He sits back and smiles and has a good time. She's on the dance floor. She's cutting the rug. She's playing games. She's beating the boys at gin rummy. She is like the they're exact opposites. Let's put it that way. Okay, they're exact opposites. And again, you could not see two people that loved each other more. Either that, or you guys are some darn good actors. Okay, which I don't think's the case. Do you guys want to see any more pictures? Who wants to see more pictures? Is this okay what I'm doing here? Huh? Look at all of this. Look at all this food and stuff like that that's going on. Is this okay that I do this? I'm just going to run through. Choopy, have a good day. You should get that package. You'll see. Is this okay if I run through this page? I hope I'm not bothering everybody. Moms, I love you too. Let's just run through and I'll just do a little recappy kadappy as we go. Huh? Look at that. There they are. That's who I was talking about. That's Penny, Michelle, Pops a Lops a Do, and the big stud Ted, who decided after 10 years, I'm going to go hang out with this pretty lady in a big group, and I'm going to deal with my stuff, and I'm going to have a great time. And guess what? It's exactly what happened. So those of you that are having issues, oh, I'm not sure, whatever your OCD, anxiety, whatever your blah, get to the Mush Fest and knock it off. Penny is so sweet. She just is a doll. I love just to listen to her stories, right? But this guy right here, man, I liked him a lot. Here we go. Pretty much the same group. We've got Ted and Penny and these two gorgeous friends, and then Pops and a whole lot of Pops, okay? Okay, who else is in here? This is a couple and a half right here. See, how come Pops isn't wearing the Colt shirt? I have a reason. There's Car and Big Sand. And these two right here are my heart and my soul. These two right here. So this right here is Mom's Munchies, and this is Haig's. Mom's, I can tell her, I couldn't stop to tell her, because from the last time I saw her, she always looks lovely. I can't even tell you why I was so attracted to her hair this time. Her hair was beautiful, color was right, everything. Man, these two are lovely. I have a little situation where Higgs and I are going to do a little bit of work together. Okay? I love this guy so much, and I have so much belief and trust in him that you guys will see in the next couple of days a little operation between Pops and Higgs that's going to benefit everybody. Okay? So that sounded a little cryptic, but leave it at that. We're gonna we have a situation coming up that these two guys are gonna do their thing. So yes, I'm already doing my thing with this guy. Why can't I be doing my thing with this guy? Right? That's one of the reasons you do this Mush Fest, is you make these connections and you make these you learn to love and trust. I wonder who that is. That's MVP. That's Michael, the fiance, right? There's the happy eggs. And then Kim looked like that the whole weekend. Exactly like that. She didn't look any different, okay? Paige, that would be an amazing yoga class. That would actually be cool as could be, right? You're right. KGB did a photobomb because it was really going to just be these two. I was just going to get the two dudes, and then all of a sudden, boop, somebody popped their head in. Okay? Oh, here we go. So breakfast, lunch, dinner. Well, I'm a little disappointed because, not in the food. I had, see this right here on my phone? That's Amazon. Those are these little awards that I see these little guys. I ordered them from Amazon and they were supposed to be here yesterday. So this morning I could be giving out trophies. I wanted to be giving out trophies to people that had showed up to Mushfest and then did some extraordinary things. So there's 12 of them all together. So I will be, as soon as they get here, I'm going to be handing out these trophies. And they're like a little bell. They're like a little cup, right? So you should be able to, I hope I can put some mushrooms or something up inside. That's what I'm hoping. If not, there will be stuff to go with it. But I'm going to be giving these away for just, you'll see. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I don't have it here today. But if I were to have this, two of them, 1 and 2, would be going out to, we're going to call them, and I hope this is okay, we're going to call them the True Heart Award. We're giving out 2 True Heart Awards. What do we mean by that? Well, the last Mush Fest, Jeanette Trueheart spent the whole time in the kitchen. She spent the whole time cooking and cleaning, and I mean, she was the chef de la chef, Trueheart. And we also like her name. So the chef de la chef of whatever Mush Fest is going to receive the True Heart Award from now on. Okay? That means you are the chef de la chef. And Tad and Ellen are the ones. Tad and Ellen chef de la chefed us up to the True Heart. Like you wouldn't believe. And I'll tell you, it wasn't just, it was stepped up to. It wasn't anybody, it was volunteered into this position. Nobody said going up there, hey, they're going to do the cooking. They just did it. And it was more than that. Tad brought with him a turkey chili. So by Friday night, we didn't even have to do a whole lot. Chad's already cooking up a meal for everybody. Okay? Saturday, same thing. Our friend Ellen, she brought a crawfish gumbo from down south, all already prepped up in vacuum packed bags, and she was able to get that whole stew going pretty quickly. The smells throughout the house were unbelievable. I've never eaten crawfish before in my life, or a crawdad. I found out I like them. The food was unbelievable. And then you think, oh, okay, well, they're just cooking what they brought. No, every time there was going to be another meal, who ran down to the store to get it? Who ran down? They did. They did. Now, there were a few other people did some shopping, and we appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. But no, Ellen's off to the store to get stuff for dinner. Tad's off to the store to get stuff for breakfast. Tad's off to the store. Did you guys even get a party? Tad, did you even get a party, or did you spend your whole time cooking? Wake up in the morning, sausage and eggs, biscuits and gravy. Food that was unbelievably good. And think about it, you guys, you're cooking for an army. They're cooking for 50 people. They're cooking like, this isn't just, oh, we're going to make a little plate for myself this morning. You're cooking for 50 peeps and just never stopping. And this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Nobody didn't eat. And you don't think about it, but let me just say this. Who doesn't know this axiom? How does an army move? How does an army move? How does an army even exist? On their stomach. You got to have supplies. You got to have something to eat. You move on your belly. If we're going to be a mush army, oh, I guess we got to eat. And no one ever thinks of that. Yet these two did. These two made sure that we all were. It's a pretty big accomplishment if you really think about it. And it's that's the unthought of one. And yeah, people thanked him and everything, but that isn't enough. Now they're getting the True Heart Awards. And thank you guys for spending the time in front of hot stoves, washing, cleaning. I'm out on the balcony having a great, and someone's in there cleaning and doing stuff and putting it on a plate and delivering it to me. And it wasn't, oh, okay, we'll all take turns. No, these two, do we take advantage of them? Oh, they're already doing it. Let them keep doing. Woo! Thank you both. And I can't stress that enough. I'm going to be giving out some more awards, but I would say that the True Heart Award, because it's pre-planning, they brought food with them. Then they went storing, and I never had to think about it. Anytime I turn around, it was, oh, boom, I'm going to have something to eat. Never had to think about a thing. And yet, sausages were falling out of the sky on us. So, thank you. It really can't be said enough how important food is at one of these situations. So here's people having a beautiful meal that they've been cooking up. This was the breakfast. She made the biscuits and gravy. This is Ellen. This, I think, is one of their friends that came. This is Matt Leonard. That's Mike, MVP. This is Tad's 14-year-old son. This is Sharon Sparks. This is her lovely husband, Ronnie. Sharon and Ronnie. And this is Jackie Cat. And this is Chris. And that's just one of the breakfast meals. Okay? Just beautiful. Now these two, I got something to say here. First of all, this man here is taller than this man here. He's like 6'4" and he's about 6'6". This is Mushmouth. That's Sandy. I'm going to tell a story about Mushmouth. I'm going to tell you guys a story about Mushmouth. Oh, Dad went through a lot of eggs. I want to tell you guys a story about Mushmouth. Oh, Mom's the gravy was better than any diner I've ever been at. Okay. That was man love for sure. I got to tell you guys a story about Mushmouth. It's going to take about 5 minutes. We're going to talk more about Mushfest tomorrow, and I hope to have some awards to be given away. I'm sort of saving talk about some of you because I want to give you the award while I talk about you. Mushmouth. So when I get there, I find out that Mushmouth's there. Well, where is he? I can't see. I can't find Mushmouth. He is in a tent. He's got a tent, and he's up at the very end of the road. Very end of the road where the road ends in the final parking space. And he's got a little bit further than that. His tent's up there. Well, what the heck's he doing in a tent? We got room in the house. No. He brought a tent. I wanted you guys also to know that he's from New Hampshire. I'm going to spend a little time talking about Mushmouth. There's a reason for this. There's a deep reason. So please indulge me. He's up there in a tent. No, I didn't get a chance to see him that night, the first night that I was there. But I was looking forward to it. And I'll tell you why. Mushmouth. Now you're going to get a Pop's confession coming. But it's not, it's important. A few months ago, quite a few months ago, Mushmouth and we communicate on IG through the DM stuff on there. And I'm always looking for people to have a positive spin. Positive works for me more than, a negative perspective, stuff like that. I'm dancing delicately around this, but let me just say it. There was a time where I was frustrated by Mushmouth. Not for me, but for him. There was a time when Mushmouth was spending a lot of time, this is my opinion, but I had seen a lot of his comments, and they were woe is me type comments. They were the comments where you're feeling sorry for yourself. Now that's okay, you can do that, but to write it down and blast it the way my brain works and what I teach, that's going to make it even deeper. It's going to make it even worse. We want to go the opposite direction. So there were times back and forth between myself and Mushmouth where I would tell him, like as a coach, as a life coach, I would pretend I was, don't go in that direction. Don't be Mr. Negative. Don't be, I'm going to go in the garden and eat the worms guy. You're not that guy, you're etc. So for a minute there, I almost thought he thought that there was friction with me. Pops doesn't like me. No. I like you very much. That's what I would tell him. I just want to see you move in this direction. So enough said to say that I didn't know what it was going to be like when I met him. I didn't know if I was going to meet a guy that was still had a worm hanging out of his mouth and he's feeling sorry for himself, or what. I didn't know. Oh no, am I going to have to deal with one of those negative Nellies and just sort of like, be polite, but then avoid them? What's this guy going to be like? I would really look forward to meeting him. I did. Saturday morning, he comes down from, let's not forget, he's in a tent up the hill. He comes down, this big, tall fella, 6'6". I expected him to be a little schmimpy little guy in the garden. No, big 6'6", strapping New Hampshire. I'm out in the woods, like a lumberjack. Handsome, piercing blue eyes. I mean, this just tells you nothing like what my vision of him was. Nothing. And he's regal practically. And I get a chance to hug him and we talk and spend time with him. I got to tell you that I made a friend for life. For life. I've got goosebumps right now. I love me some Mushmouth. Mushy, come on. I want you to stay in the house. No, Pops, the tent, that's where I'm staying. Not because he was feeling sorry for himself. That's where I want to be. I'm going to stay in the tent. That's what my decision was coming up here. I'm going to keep it. Mushy, you going to go out with everybody? Nah, I'm going to stay. No, Mushy, get in the car. Here. Pushed him into the car, made him go out with everybody on Saturday night. This is a guy who wouldn't have done that. I can tell you. He was going to go up and stay in his tent by himself. You get in a car, and you go out on the town, and you go out. Brock came back and said, I couldn't have had a better time than I had with Marcus. Mushmouth's name, Marcus. I am so proud of Marcus for coming. It wasn't an easy thing for him to even get there. Streety and he came down from New Hampshire. Actually, Mushy came with Big Al. Mushy's sure guy. And then I'll tell more of the story tomorrow or Friday about I'll tell more about our cornhole contest. But I can also tell you the man can throw a cornhole bag with the best of them. So I want you guys to know Marcus, Mushmouth. Make sure he comes to every one of your parties. Have a great day, Matt. Make sure that he's at your parties. I found a deep, strong, abiding connection with him. So at the very end, at least 5 times, hey, Pops, I got something for you. Don't forget. But I'm not going to give it to you yet. I'm like, okay. Pops, I got something. Don't forget I got something. I'm watching. We were teasing each other across the party like that. He played poker right next to me. He's a hell of a poker player. Smart. Hey, Pops, I got something for you. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Wonder where it is. Monday morning, we're getting ready to leave. Monday morning, we're getting ready to leave. He brings out this beautiful bag. Pops, remember I told you I had something for you? I'd already forgotten. I open up the bag, and there's a mug from New Hampshire. That's where he's from. It says live free or die on it. Their state motto. It's got a shirt, a t-shirt with New Hampshire on it. It's got a beer cooler with New Hampshire. The guy went to the gift store and got a bunch of stuff with New Hampshire all over it and had it set aside and brought it for Pops. I'll show you my New Hampshire gear tomorrow. Something tells me guys in New Hampshire are pretty damn cool because we got him and Streety. And can you believe that, you guys? I can't believe that this man had all these gifts set aside and they were up there in the tent with him. So, I love you, Mushy. Looks like Sandy does too. Okay? Looks like Sandy does too. That's the poker game. We'd wanted to do this all our lives. Play poker, but using shrooms for chips. Using shrooms for chips. So Brock sat there. He brought all his gear and he sat there. He made 500, 500 microdoses. He made 500 microdoses right there in front of everybody. Then Mike had bagged up for the dose counter all of these, almost an eighth of fruit in these bags. And we did 2 different size capsules, zeros and double zeros. Okay? Or no, actually zeros and triple zeros. So make a long story short, we're going to play poker. We're going to use these chips, and the chips are going to be shrooms. And Brock divided it up where everybody had exactly the same amount, six piles each. And now we're playing. And you keep whatever you win, right? So here's the pot right here. We're betting. The small capsules are worth $1. The bigger capsules were worth $5. And the bags were worth $10 as we bet. No, Paige, none of the girls wanted to play. You can play next time. But we have Brock, we have Big Al, we have Michael B right here. Mike Brown, great guy. I'm going to tell you guys a story about him tomorrow. This is some old guy that just happened to be there. This is Mushmouth, and this is Chris, Censored Citizen. I can tell you at the end of the deal, after we got through playing, this man right here, Big Al, was the big winner too. Big Al took home everything on the table. Everything on the table, boop, this guy got. So it was well worth playing. There was only about I'm going to take it back. About 900, lucky as hell, Anthony. And he was new. Probably $900 worth of $900 in that pot. Okay, if you went out retail. But I would literally say, I would guesstimate at about a $900 pot. Oh, Mike, I was second, but then I kept giving my chips to everybody. I'd win a pot, and I'd fill their thing back up. Okay, that's how I did it. I didn't want to take it home. Brock's there to give it away. The grift is in. Here we go. Do I have any more pictures? That's all I'm put here. We'll do some more tomorrow. I got a lot more pictures to show you guys. I hope I'm not boring you. I truly, truly do. Yesterday, real quick, my Zoom meeting, things went fantastic. Things went very, very well. Big Al, you gave it to Mushmouth. That is so. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised by 1 second. Big Al, I owe an apology too. Can I tell you guys, Big Al? Let me say this out loud, because I already apologized to him at least 15 times at the fest. But be careful too. This what happens, especially if you're dosing like Pops on Friday night when I was shroomed up. And I'm telling you, I tell you guys here to be responsible. And on Friday, I wasn't as responsible as I want to be. I overdosed. Not overdosed like, oh, I have to go to the hospital. I took more than my brain was comfortable with. Does that make sense? And I'm not okay with that. I don't like doing that. I took more than my brain is comfortable with. And then it puts me at a different platform. And not the platform that I want to be. And so, like, learning my own lessons. But yeah, Freeze like it was 2 micros. No, it wasn't. It was those darn chocoladas, because you don't know. So again, I'm not saying, when I say the word overdose, for me, it means I'm beyond, and then add alcohol to that, Ginge, you're right. You know, and I'm sitting here on here telling you guys to be responsible. And then I'm the exact guy I tell you guys not to be. So let me be that example. And that happened to me on Friday night. Okay? It happened Friday with Big Al. Big Al's there and he's shroomed up too. He's just as lit as Pops. And we all respond to our sensory inputs differently, right? I overdid it as well. It happens when you're excited and with friends. It does. Thank you for the grace on that there, Ginger. But here's what happened, just real quick, because I'm using me as an example, another example of please don't do this. Okay? Carlotta's like, yep, I'm blaming Carlotta. At the end of the day, it's really all Carlotta's fault. But let me finish. So I'm overdose, and Al, he exudes sweetness. He exudes. He doesn't. I got to tell you, Al. You don't walk in the room and you're like, oh, I'm afraid of that guy. He's not Big Al like scary Big Al. He's like Big Al like big hug Al. He's like the big hug. You know, oh, that guy I can get a good hug from. He's big enough. He looks like he could be a different guy. He could be Big Al, knock you out, but he's not. He's the exact opposite. He's Big Al. Hi, I'm Big Al, and if you'd like, I'll give you a hug. But you know, would you like to come down and see my spaceship? Would you just like that, right? Big eye, big teddy bearish. You can poke him, boop, like just accommodating, and wants everybody to just like him, like us. Complete gentleman. Pop spots that across the room. There's someone I can tease. There's a guy I can tease real good. I should really be able to get under his skin. Yeah, that's what overdose people do. I can really... Now I start teasing Al. Not making fun of him, but like he would say something and then I would like pretend I didn't understand, and then I'd say something I knew he couldn't possibly understand, and you could just see him mounting frustration. He was just like, well, and the more I could see him getting frustrated, instead of calming down, Pops, I'm like, keep the tease button going. All of a sudden I look over, I'm watching. There's a freaking tear coming out of his eye. Pops, you went too far. You went too far. Yeah, I made him cry. I don't even know what I did or said at the end of the day. I'm swear, but and later on we talk about Pops. I would have cried at anything at that point. Oh, I spent the rest of the time, Jesus Christ, going around. For the whole weekend. I'm so sorry, man. I can't believe I did it to you. Oh yeah, of course I broke down right then and there. I couldn't apologize more. I couldn't be more like. And he's saying it was the mushrooms, Pops. It wasn't you. I was pushing buttons, Biggie. I was pushing some buttons on you that you didn't deserve. But we've talked about it. But the reason I'm mentioning it here out loud is I still am sorry, and I like to apologize publicly when I do stuff publicly. I do. I like to apologize publicly when I do stuff publicly, because I think that that's what the person deserves. If I did it to you in private, then I'm only going to talk to you. But if I did something wrong in public, I should apologize in public. Like yesterday with Dad. And, those were my two big issues there. And I shouldn't have done that to Biggie. And the thing is, I look back on it and I could see it coming and I didn't stop. So be careful what we do to each other in the name of fun and in the name of anything. We don't know where other people's heads are at. And we don't know how much we can, impact somebody in that kind of a way. And then later on, he told me, Pops, the only reason it hurt so much is because you're important to me. You're big in my life. And we're big in people's lives when we go and hurt them deliberately. So please be careful. Pops, I'm speaking to myself first. But that's another thing, Slingy, when we're on shrooms. Another thing, let's remind ourselves how sensitive we can get. And that's what we want. It's one of the reasons we're doing it. So Pops, again, use myself as an example. Let's Pops, especially, let's be better than that, okay? Jesus Christ, you think I have to put them on an allowance now? No, we're good. I don't spend the rest of my life beating myself up. I be better. I tell the truth to people. I say, this is what I did wrong, and then I don't do it again. Okay? Is that a good story, you guys? Give me 5 people that are happy to have heard that story. You ever notice Pops always rats himself out? You got to really be careful. And there was a lot of catharsis, I'll be honest with you, a lot of, and it wasn't like there was 999 laughs and 1 tear, but the tears were good too. Okay, when you're doing things with people and you're in that middle of things with that whole shroom thing, I know from me in the future and for the rest of the weekend, I was really sensitive to people, made sure that I didn't tease, I took teasing, I gave it all to Big Al. Big Al got it all. Okay, let's do 2 giveaways. I'm going to do 2 giveaways. I'm going to let you guys get out of here. And then tomorrow we'll be back and we'll keep talking about Mushfest. I have a few more things to do. And of course, I want to give some awards away. I have some great awards and a couple more really neat stories about some of you. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, I will never not go to a Mushfest. Even the ones that I didn't do perfectly at, I came away. Hold on a second. Let me get this. Learning. Okay. I'm learning too, Slingy. The best part is I get to admit it out loud. The old Pops, he didn't learn and he stayed in closets. Okay? So, check this out. Watch this. So, this is a little lottery machine. You push this button, and all of these little fellas bump around, and then they come down this right here, and they give us our lottery numbers. And in here are numbers 1 through 50. Numbers 1 through 50. Sandy and Carlotta picked this up. They thought it was super cool. They used it for a couple of their lotteries. And then they said, Pops, use this for a couple of giveaways. Well, I think that's a great idea. Okay? So what we're going to do for our first giveaway is we're going to guess a number between 1 and 50. Don't start yet. If you guys started now, I'm not counting your number. Okay? I'm going to end up pushing this button right here. The numbers are going to flow down this tube, and the very first one is the number that I'm going to go for. These are numbers 1 through 50 in here. Okay? I only want you to answer twice. You can answer 2 times each. Pick any 2 numbers you want. You can pick 2 numbers. I'm starting now. The number is sitting down there. You know what? I'm going to do it again because I showed that one. You could actually see it go in. So I'm going to start over. I'm going to start over with a new thing because I actually saw that number go in. It was a 22, and it was pretty easy to see, or at least you saw the 2 part. So I'm starting over. Here's the new spin. Okay, I have the number, and I'm going to take it from now. Go. Carlotta said 15, Cleany 37, 33, 35, 46, a 6 and a 23, a 48, 14, a 33, 11, 42, a 35 and a 19. That's smart when you put your 2 together. 26 and a 4, a 43 and a 42 and a 20, a 9 and a 23 and a 15, and a 35 and a 14. So far, nobody's got it. 28 and a 47 and a 45 and a 17, and a 47 and a 7 and a 55. Let's stay below 50. A 10 and a 35 and an alternator and a 29. I'm reading them just as I see them on my screen. 23, 23, 26, 27, 32, 23, 14, 28. Okay, so it ends with an 8. 11, 21, 47, 17, 14, and 33, 42, 44, 17, 3, 25, 33, 12, 28. That's not the correct 8. 6, 21, 42, 34, 47, 8%, 7, 34, 39, 42, 11, 16, 37, 32, 24, 9, 11, 39, 21. Gypsy Life. Kill it. Gypsy Life. Gypsy Life with an 18. Gypsy Life with the 18. Gypsy Life. Got it correct with an 18. Gypsy hasn't won anything in quite a while, and we missed seeing her. She came to the last fest with her lovely husband, and boy, did we miss seeing her, and hope that we can see her again soon. And thank you, Gypsy, for liking my posts on IG the way you do and stuff. And I really like yours. Gypsy, excuse me, I've had something stuck in my throat there. Gypsy, the first thing I want to give you is this hillbilly fruit. There's a few grams of hillbilly fruit here. But I also want to ask you, you get to choose which of these 2 you want. You can have this pack that has, these are the double zeros, so close to 400 milligrams each, okay? These right here are the spawn caps, the ones in blue, and these are the fruit. So it's 5 of each in this package. You can have this, or Brock is offering you 25 spawn caps. So you can have the 10 with the combos, or you can have the 25 straight spawn. Which of those two would you like, Gypsy? Which of these two? Top one or the bottom one? Jesus Christ, did he call you? Did he call you? Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ said, Gypsy, Jesus Christ said Brock called him and said, give both to you. Did you hear from him? Did you call Jesus Christ, Brock?
Every day.
Every day. Whatever. Okay, Gypsy, you're getting them both. You're getting them both because there's a collaboration between Brock and Jesus. And Trippy heard it. Okay? So between Brock and Jesus, they figured it out. So we have to send them both to you. Okay? Who is going to tell Jesus Christ no? If Jesus Christ says, give it to them, it's an automatic. Brock, I could tell no. Jesus Christ, I would have a harder time telling no. All right, let's do one more giveaway. Okay? You're going to hear it in the background. Here it goes, spin to win. You can pick any two numbers. Again, we're 1 through 50. Okay, I got the number. Go. You can enter any two numbers. 1147, a 45. A Jesus Christ and Brock, a 4, a 3. A 27, a 2 for a 44, a 45, a 24, 719. 17, 23, 12. 26, 11 and 44, 17, 29, 25. 11, 44, 69, 16, 25, 26. 7, 36, 14, 22. 3, 42, 25, 22, 45, 35 and 13, 42, 9, 39, 43, 12, 49, 36, 12, 12, 49, 32, 49, 11, 43, 47, 36, 33, 18, 1. 1 so far is about the closest answer. 47, 33, 32, 12, 30, 45, 31. Here it comes. I see the answer coming. 41, 39, 13, 40, and Carrie Crago. Carrie Crago, kill it. Carrie got it correct with the 5. Carrie, you can see it right there. See that little 5 right there? That first one in there, that's a 5, Carrie. That's what you said. Carrie, I don't know if we've ever sent anything to Carrie before. Congratulations, Carrie Crago. Carrie, we're just going to go ahead and show you what you won. You, my dear, are also going to get some the hillbilly fruit. It's a few grams there. And you're also Brock and Jesus Christ decided, where is that? And Brock and Jesus Christ decided that you get both of these. Okay? So you're going to get 25 pure spawn caps, and then you'll get some more spawn caps and some fruit caps of a slightly larger size. Carrie, I need you to get your address to me at the DetroitMushLab.net. And if you can get that to me, the sooner you get it to me, the sooner I can get this package out to you and give you an opportunity to try that stuff out. Okay? Thank you guys for being here today. Thanks for listening to these stories all day. I'm trying to continue to communicate the need for us to just to grow. I look back on my weekend and I'm like, I grew. I can sit in front of people right now today and tell them stuff that I did that I grew from. You guys should be able to do the same. That's a good word, Anthony, fellowship. I'll talk a little bit more about Anthony tomorrow. His beautiful girl, Brooke. There's just so many people I want to talk about. Good morning, Brooke. I showed a beautiful picture of you and Terry earlier today. Just love you guys. And I miss everybody. We'll keep doing this, and we'll talk a little more this week and the rest of this week. Celebrate ourselves in this Mush Fest thing that we did, and then we'll get back to work and keep the Mush Army growing. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Pops, peace, love. We will be up soon with the kiddos. I can't wait, Sandy. I can't wait. Honestly, that'll be a beautiful weekend. Okay, I miss you too, Biggie, Big Al, and one final apology out loud. I really did push that envelope with you, and for the rest of the weekend, I felt terrible, and now I don't feel so bad. Okay, it feels a lot better when you just get it out. Gary, have a great weekend. I mean, a day. And Jesus Christ and Lad Rant and Anthony and Trip and Paigey and Billy D and Sandman and Big Al and Brooke and Jesus and Free the Ancient One. Man, I miss Free. I told Free at one point because I was doing a crybaby thing and he's talking to me. I said, you know what you remind me of? You guys remember that show Game of Thrones? Do you guys remember the show Game of Thrones? I love that show, right? There's the hand. Everybody needs, like if you're a king of your own castle, don't you need a hand? The king's hand, right? The guy that you can go to, tell the story, and he's going to give you the truth. He's going to tell you this is the way it is. He's going to give you good, solid, wise, intelligent advice. The hand. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's free. That's free. I'm not even joking. Free is the hand. He's that type. I mean, he didn't even know it. I'm like, Free, you're the hand. And there's a lot of other counselors that have other positions in the, on the council. But that's the guy you go to for solid truth, advice, wisdom, and he's not going to sugarcoat it. But he's going to make it filled with love. Love you, kid. He's the hand. Adrian and Hanky and Marilyn and Captain Shrooms and Brian Z and Forgetty and Mike Barapal and Nipper and Sharon. Oh, I'd love you guys to come on up, Sharon. You guys are more than welcome to come on up and spend some time up here. Paige and Gypsy. That's a good show, right? Slingy. And Paige and Carrie and Big Al and Ladran and Anthony and Kerry Craigo. That is definitely him. Sharon, you know Free's great. Jesus Christ. And Cien. Sean Eats Cabs. Good morning, Shawnee. And Sling and Mike Baraball and Free. And I'm tripping an MVP and Nerd Nature. And Unrested Civilian. I heard the salmon run in Michigan. Yep, they do. It's up on the Michigan lake. Well, Lake Huron, too. Brian Z and Slingy. And Sharon and Flying Wing and Captain Shroomy. And Greengrass and Adrian and Sandy and MVP. Trevor, have a great day. Lady K, have a great day. City Sid. And Sharon, thank you. And Dumbbud and MDK. And Anthony and the Waz. And Sharon and I'm Trippin' Vic. And Shy, thanks for being here today. And Jesus Christ, in Australia, MVP and Mike Barabal and Grady. And the Waz and Captain. And Joey Portunalo. Pops, peace, love each other. See you guys here tomorrow. Pops out.